and Yama Robi and Naya, a war I can came, and only at the toho. Yijina so Emma Mofrano Max. Yedikai, Brunibecas a pronunciation, and no a Okoya, Mofrano, a faso, Ebobo in Simfuano, and as a worse, no, a bravo ye, I can kind no. Sanso, and at the Tosum, you know, a punctuations.
Schools na ya de atachefo no so ya de atachefo no so aya de pa ana wo kinim ana profono story book it's a kai story come it's apona na media mama why ha tu sha no asansi amamre fe.
And at the prefer Yura, His Royal Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu the second, Ashishe Ediama Asante Mine. A community reading challenge. Now Sabre Akudieno, a dream pompons, wapa, Mekanise, a win here. I'm a phenomenal call fanas and a noom. Yena was saying, and I shall see. A friend you can see the shots here, and a key, I can come and one I hear the shots here. Over 2 minutes. Anumanye, yes, your bro, and open. Fire to Yanko.
Otumfuo say to Tosumino, Wokotonima de Tosunsia. I fear Pema from Edulum, Wokumase. Onona no ya sante hima na nepia could be say 1 pin catchery. Nedia what the man no, ne bema kudia. No ya bofra cram or the no man offer. Or Heneba Mensa Bunsu. I fear Pem Uncle Edulum, we see no here henno. Oye no na no say to ya sante my fire by no asini pay. The same or Heneba Mensa Bunsu, or modern dia say, if free bema kudia and quada brimuno, Ubinian Faswa, a fra Santa Mamre, Yamani Hodusum. A branch this year you come to a suku, or Sashi also into a suku, a honor, and I could dare to him or Tosumino, Sashi also man in or Yen Shefo. Brema kudia, Sanko Kumase, a fear Pemanco, a Ducian Kum, or Twan Suku, or set her tree into a suku. A fear Pemanco, a Ducian Bakumuno. Or concurrent, Pusia Accountancy or Institute of Professional Studies. In Femi Nuechino, Otumfuo United Kingdom, Kotwa Accountancy so or Kilpen Polytechnic, a tree or University of North London, Pusia Human Resource Development, ne Public Administration. Afia Pem Ankro the watching Kumuno, or Bar Ghana, between Timono and Gasanujuma, our Freno, Transport International Limited, Sabrano, nowhere near Juma Yomusia Mupi, every time you made this way. Mutual of Omana Insurance Company of Toronto, where you must say senior consultant, Britannia, Edmapon, London, a day of Zono, where you will say finance officer, Afe, Manpower Services Commission, Bata Brent Council, London, no dear, where you must say professional administrator. A brow ye bear up with your say Uncle C in your Otumfuo Tosumino, or Koya Crown name Santeno, or Bobo C. Through Ghana, I fear Pema Radio Prum, or Forensic Busumino, will see you for say to Tosumino, as Santene. Or not also doing Sia, our fruit Gano, or the Ottoman Chadia, your jaw, then when you're the fruit.
Anumanje, let us say.
So, me being the highest up here, because school of Good Shepherd RC.
Nice one. Why a crowd? And I say, enter Mount Cookie, Wabre.
My card,
sir. And you couldn't be able to do the cookie, or the Baba inside. You, not just for one whoever. I'm ready for King Akinkan, number 2 lady. For you too.
But you're fine, Paul, but fast on in fair for any man for a game to home. Now, Otrema, Obiati, as you say, I hear Jina attention in Cabo Nipa in Kenya. So. A brown what did you do at the end? Now in Konya ho apra pray. Asase hon tokwane ebusian tokwa ashe asante my muma. Na sama suchi bimpo or mino ahenfu fekuo kesie. Ne atemwa fie kesie mwa went near mwa. In fie kakre bimuno. Asante hili to me di san semi inama or manfo ina bo numrane se or he Solomon. Efibra Otumfuo Osei Tutu ọtọsụ mmienu bedi adịẹ no. Ọdị na Kenya ne ahịnye foforo a ọdị ma asanteman. Titiru ne Ghana fo nyinaa agye eniso kɛseɛ efi ɔmanfo hɔ. Ohunu sɛ asumdwe ne adedin ba ɔman mu a ɛkyerɛ ahịnye pɛnti. Otu ne manfo sɛ wɔnyan mansotwe na wɔntu ntɔkwa apata ho anamɔn wɔ nsase ne ahịnye ho ntawantawa a ate sɛ asanteman mu no ho. Ọdịnansa ne nketesie edi sɛ adwuma yi ama ne manfo di obuo kɛseɛ ama no. Otumfuo Osei Tutu ọtọsụ mmienu ɛne soade nufa adesua apɔmuden ne sikasɛm mpuntuo ho. Otumfuo Charity Foundation asese yɛ friend Otumfuo Foundation no yɛ adwumakuo bi a wɔde si hɔ sɛ ɛmfa Otumfuo Education Fund no so mmoa Ghanafoɔ. Saa adwuma no dwumadie aboa kwasafo ahorow a ɛwɔ asanteman mu ne ahɔhɔ bia nso. Adwuma no bɛyɛ ɔtade a ankrankra ne enyumakuo too ntoboa kogu mu de boa ne mmɔden mu. Adwuma no ani ko nkrasen kutuo ho. Sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ebesisi enyuma korabea ɛhyehyɛfo afie sukuu adan ne deɛ ɛkeka ho. Adwuma no aboa kwasafo ahorow a ɛwɔ Kumaseman mu ne amantam afoforo mu nso. Otumfuo teacherfoɔ abasobɔdeɛ no yɛ afiafe abasobɔdeɛ bi a wɔde ma teacherfoɔ bi a wɔasi wɔn ho asi hɔ sɛ wɔde nimdie bɛkɔ nkraseɛ. Afe mmienu mu no, Otumfuo de anibere bɔɔ dɛro twe ankrankra ne adwumakuo ahodoɔ adwene baaso sɛ ɛsɛ sɛ wɔboa nyanka ne onibiefoɔ. Efiri ɛberɛ a ofiti Otumfuo Education Fund no aseɛ no, aboa asuafoɔ bɛbere mpem mmiɛnsa wɔ sukuu ahodoɔ nyinaa mu.
Ria ɔre hinam so sɛ ɔbɛboa pagya adesua wɔ ɔman Ghana mu na ma Association of Commonwealth Universities maa ne Simon abasobɔdeɛ wɔ afempem mmienu bosom yɛ polisi onimu no bio nso suapo ahodoɔ firi wiase afananya nyinaa mu ama na abasobɔdeɛ honorary doctorate degree deɛ hyɛ no ahenkyɛ kora ne sɛ wasi no chancellor ama ebibrem ha suapo a agye di no mu baako ɛne Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology wɔ Kumasi. Adeɛ baako Otumfuo Osei Tutu ọtọsụ mmienu bi aba ne nsi akyiban ma apɔmuden fiti ase a ne tiri mpa ne sɛ wɔde sika bɛboa ama mmaa a wɔkɔ awɔ so a wɔntumi nwɔ ɛfa wɔn ho mfa wɔn mma so ateɛ na ɛtinya ne yɛre awɔ so no ateɛ ɛne afei ne Burundi Ulster ɛyɛ wɔn a wɔn nkuraseɛ bebree nom ne mfa yadeɛ nyinaa so ateɛ. Saa dwumadie nti Otumfuo Rotary Club for dwumadie a wɔdie no so si wɔbɛhwɛ na wɔtete mmɔfra tia owuo nyɛre wɔasi a polio ka ho no bio nso wɔtenten sɛ wɔampem AIDS Foundation a wɔde ma nkwadaa ɛno deɛ ne yere na ɔhwɛ soɔ Lady Julia Osei Tutu a wɔahe ahenam sɛ ɔbɛboa mmɔfra a HIV/AIDS ayɛ wɔn nom. Otumfuo Osei Tutu ọtọsụ mmienu si nyibu kwaje mmoa firi World Bank Ghana aban penesoɔ no na wɔde kɔdi dwuma bi a wɔfrɛ no Promoting Partnership with Traditional Authorities Project PPTAP. Afei nso wɔtwa ahemfo no mpo asa wɔn mo wɔde ampɛ wɔn ankasa sika na sɛ Ghana aban anasa World Bank de mo bɛfa wɔn so a wɔtumi akyekyere wɔn man sɛdeɛ sɛ sika Otumfuo kwati free World Bank minti wasisi atichafo afia nsuo ne anyinam ahoɔden wom afei nso ɔbɔ aban adwuma ahodoɔ ma wɔhyɛ wɔn dawo ba wɔbɔ no nkurase no mu kena saa adwuma de no ama ahemfo wɔ Ghana asɔre a obi apɛ sɛ wɔyɛ mpuntundwuma wɔ ne kurom nneɛma a wɔyɛ no bi ne agyinyɛ ne nsan dwuma ahodoɔ.
Thank you very much, Asokɔrɔmɔfo. Atasomafo nyinaa wɔ ase ɔmo ta wɔkyi ɛne baabi a wokɔ sukuu. Why a crowd of the 2 minutes, young?
I say, yes, so. What shall I say, dear? When I'm up there for quantum of the assem, and Simpata say near Abbessima for Chianemu, Otumfuo that soon, and it's what you know. As Antamai sick as sending Kenya so can and on our deep pager and crank when you mouth door, soon near Diane. Yediani nsia yede peti mfuo so aka ho otonsa frɛ wɔn a wɔpa asase ayɛ nnwuma hyɛ wɔn bɔ sɛ ɔbɛma obi asase kɛseɛ bi a ehia no Otumfuo Osei Tutu ọtọsụ mmienu bedi adeɛ no mfie dupɛ na ɔyɛ ma asomdwe ne nkabomba ne manu saa mfie bi mu no wɔde nkonnwa ne nsase ho mansosɛm bɛboro ahanum a dagon dia odino na nserika ho wasanya tunia kan ne masem ne atesem abomu aye papima ejina pintin de oye ni se ohwema atesem dane no ho se ebeya ebetumi ne masem atu anan bra enhwe ne bobia afi impemba ko ahanko ejokru mienu mu no Omanga na democracy fiti ase anya akono esantu a amanyoko tiafo no antu aba nipa ankom mrahye bejamunti nanso opepon ya afi pemba akumu no afi mpinu ba akumu no oman di ni bia na edinsi da amanyoko tiafo no di eku a na odi tumi no so nkunimu abatu a amanyoko a odi tumi no ankasa hihye emu and also near bride, the Kaya assist so man penny be the idea prenua, and so could be on the edge, ma. Way man penny that when I baby crow, J.J. Rollins pong, a juma a fee in Pimianu, only pa Rollins see no D in Chuma a fee in Pimianu Batuno, or red on at the Kumku Fua now, what am I your quotia for new patriotic party Muna obedi idea. Sumi ana amanyoko bi dan amani yonko no wo bra edikan no na enapom kra bra na aye hu se omampani dada mpene ma ekofo fra no metne adwaso no Otumfuo Osei Tutu otoso mienu di na no tu mu siesie mente me ho ase ni ebufu ana esori sa abre no medamo ase
ye de wo sibebe fayeko
Said you to me free, a manokio back on some call for fun when Nigiani affair mono. A buffon and nam as says to me as to Januna joy. Sansi Nasi or Black South Square, a brand nipam pemation or any swan, not a bean social or casam phony swan. What I say, be brim had ye. Basa yobi bebaha ne free abatwo nanso Ghana de afofo ma ye money yo wasum dia ye de to abade dani to me free amanyoko ba konsem ko eko fofo nsem no de omanfo nim ne se sabatwo dani na kakra bia eso aso no juwa ayem hihye eni so kaka ya ni ehuba oman mu de ma ebasa ne se amanyoko ahodo ne de etutu asema enyina amanyoko bi so ko edubo abatuo nwie mu ne kasanchima ne won ho eto danso a wo bo abatuo komisa triso fansema eni mutia no se wawia abanu mu ama eko baako ade ebechi amagana atoba afim to mienu mu no Sansem ya lesisi ye NPP ni NDC bo won ko edu se oba ko hihye ria abatuo ni mu no de basa ya ba o my Ghana mu omafo ko so bo hu se ansha amanyoko a obedi nso no mpene da se ni nipa eni nkunim ankodi omampani sa amanyoko mienu yi nyina de sa ebufu sem yutuja Sebeye na ehu befi oman no munti omaya sumje ko ni fe ko ahoro no se Otumfuo Osei Tutu a otosu mienu ma oto nsafe obi a opese oyo mampeni sa afinu mu woye sa inhwemu no wokumasi inti wo fe no kumasi paimu kasem Otumfuo Osei Tutu a wotosu mienu kanipa ba na ya wodi kumasi paimu kasem no ho adansie Bra abatuo no ba ewiye no basa yo etuchosem ana
In Ghana, it is estimated that in 5 girls aged 20 to 24 years are married before the age of 18. The key drivers of child marriage are said to be multiple and multifaceted and are linked to gender inequality, poverty, social norms, cultural and traditional practices, as well as teenage pregnancy. Although child marriage is prohibited under the 1992 Constitution, which stipulates that any person under the age of 18 is a person and therefore cannot marry or be married off, and the Children's Act of 1998 also defines a child as a human being below the age of 18, making it in compliance with the Convention on the Rights of the Child and the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child. Child marriage is still rife in many parts of the country and across the world. According to UNICEF's June 2019 report, 12 million girls were married before they turned 18 every year, And in the developing world, 1 in 9 girls was married before they turned 15. Around the world, 650 million girls and women alive today were married before they were 18. In many traditional settings, child marriage is used as a way of protecting chastity, as premarital sex and childbearing are seen as a shame to many families, and in the Ghanaian culture frowns upon premarital sex and childbearing, and therefore early marriage is encouraged. Poverty is also seen as another driving force of child marriage. Most parents in especially rural communities give up their teenage daughters in marriage to help provide financial stability to the family. In 2014, the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection established a child marriage unit to promote and coordinate national initiatives aimed at ending child marriage in the country. In 2016, the unit, in partnership with the United Nations Children's Fund and other key stakeholders, developed a national strategic framework on ending child marriage to ensure effective, well-structured and well-guided collaboration between state and non-state institutions. Although a lot of measures have been put in place to curb child marriage in the country, including on the international scene where the country has signed onto international resolutions such as the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination against Women on the national levels, where the country has passed laws such as the Children's Act, as well as efforts by various national and international organizations. Child marriage continues to remain a counter in the moral fabric of the country. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Acting Director General of the Commission for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, Dr. Frenche Asamoah, has said the current government has invested almost $1 billion in TVET infrastructure and training alone between 2017 and 2021. That, according to him, made it the biggest investment in the sector by a government for decades, indicating that the investment was part of the 5-year strategic plan to transform the TVET sector nationwide. Dr. Asamoah disclosed that to the media last Friday to end his 2-week nationwide tour and monitoring exercise of the ongoing 2001 May-June certificate through core examination administered by the CTVET. The plan covers, among others, the construction of 32 state-of-the-art TVET institutions, 2 per region, costing about $500 million across all the 16 regions. Equipment for all the technical universities and technical institutes in the country, as well as capacity building of the personnel of the institutions. Dr. Asamoah was excited about the state of the organization of the examination across the country and pledged to liaise with all stakeholders to ensure that it remains free and fair for all students. The strategic plan, according to him, was also tied to the broader education sector plan, which was being implemented by the Ministry of Education. He explained that the government was currently undertaking 2 major projects to tackle the infrastructure deficit in the various TVET institutions. These projects are the Ghana-China project on the rehabilitation and upgrade of technical universities and technical institutions, and the upgrade and modernization of the TVET system in Ghana. We are upgrading 17 technical and vocational institutes across the country and building an office complex to support the unit responsible for TVET examination. Additionally, infrastructure and equipment are being provided at all technical universities to achieve quality delivery at the tertiary level with Industry 4.0 standards. Dr. Asamoah said. He further stated that the projects being undertaken were designed to support government's efforts within the context of the human capital development priorities and to resolve key development challenges of low quality of skills produced by the TVET subsector in the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The Vice Chancellor of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Professor Mrs. Rita Kosia-Dixon, has advocated an overhaul of the national education curriculum at all levels to be science and technology, engineering and mathematics-led. If the purpose was to churn out graduates with the requisite skills to respond to the demands of national transformation, then the curriculum, which serves as a guide for training and formation of our manpower needs, must reflect same. She said, Professor Dixon said there must be a conscious effort on the part of all stakeholders in education to ensure that STEM education was hinged on critical thinking and hands-on experience. Speaking on the second day of this year's National Education Week program in Accra on the topic Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics, Education and National Development, she said there was a need to encourage the youth to study STEM-related programs in the various universities in the country on the theme Reimagining Education for National Transformation. The four-day event focuses on promoting STEM education in the country, especially among girls. The event brought together stakeholders to review the performance of the sector in the previous year and to chart a new course for the sector for the overall improvement of education in the country. She added that in developing a good curriculum, it must go hand in hand with training the teachers and technicians charged with the responsibility of administering the curriculum. Additionally, making available the necessary resources such as classrooms, laboratories, libraries, and online resources increase the chances of developing that all-round graduate. I am, therefore, of the opinion that for the nation to succeed in training the necessary manpower to respond to the demands of national transformation, the teachers, lecturers, technicians, and supporting staff should not be left out. She further added, Professor Mrs. Diskin suggested that the National Scholarship Secretariat, who could support the cause for the study of STEM by devoting a portion of its scholarships to the study of STEM-related programs at all levels for both male and female students. We must continue to work at ensuring that the teaching and study of STEM-related courses is done in an abreast manner and begin to make the learning of STEM more practical. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Communications expert Professor Kwame Kakari has advocated local languages to be made compulsory subjects in schools. According to him, Ghanaian languages must be studied in all basic and second cycle schools in the country. If we can study English and mathematics as compulsory subjects in our schools, why can't we do the same for our own languages? He asked. He said aside from fostering national unity and cohesion, the practice should also accelerate the socio-economic development of the country. Speaking at the 10th anniversary of Oasis International School at Teshi Gredas Estates in the Greater Accra region, he said local languages created a unique identity and also promoted values, skills, and the culture of the people. Professor Kakari, who is also the board chairman of both the Graphic Communications Group Limited and the Oasis School, further expressed concern over the fact that some parents had chosen English as the only medium of communication between them and their children, saying Ghana risks losing its unique identity and culture if the practice did not stop. Our local languages will go extinct in the very near future if we don't take measures to remedy the situation, he said, touching on the theme for the anniversary, celebrating a decade of inspiring a passion for learning. Professor Kakari urged parents and guardians to support teachers to train children by making time for their own kids and not leave them solely in the care of schools. He further encouraged parents to speak their local languages with their children at home instead of foreign languages. The director of the school, Mrs. Christine Mariantechi, commended parents for their continued support to the school in the training of their kids. She also expressed appreciation to the teachers for their tireless effort in molding the characters of children in their care. Mrs. Nyantechi said the school, which started from humble beginnings with 9 children, now had a population of 518 children. The event was commemorated with spectacular performances in poetry recital, choreography, and drama. As part of activities marking the anniversary, the board chairman instituted 2 sets of awards for literature and mathematics in the school. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, are you ready, Yanko?
The Asantehene, Otumfuo Tutu II, has urged Rockshore International, the company selected to develop bauxite resources in Yinehin in the Ashanti region, to live up to expectations. He said beating off competition from 38 other competent companies in the bidding process meant Rockshaw was surely qualified for the job. The Asante said this when management members of the company and the Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation paid a courtesy call on him at the Menchia Palace in Kumasi last Friday. The visit, among other things, was to officially inform the Asante, who traditionally owns the lands in Yenahin, of their readiness to mine for bauxite in the area soon. Rockshaw International was recently selected by the state-owned GIADEC to develop bauxite resources. According to estimates, the country holds 900 million tons of bauxite reserves, with the potential to produce between 10 million per annum and 20 million per annum. Rockshaw will be responsible for the development of $1.2 billion integrated project involving a bauxite mine at Ninahini in Pasaso in the Ashanti region and a related refinery. The Asante congratulated Rockshaw on winning the bid. He said it was appropriate that the government was looking for qualified companies to take over the remaining 2 concessions. In that contest, he asked the Epson Cubic Group, another local company, to consider tendering for concession to mine for bauxite in Yenahin. The Asante said he was aware that the Epson Cubic Group had, in the past, tried unsuccessfully to mine for bauxite in the area. Nevertheless, he urged the company to give it a try once again, now that the huge bauxite reserves had been divided into 3 compartments. Otumfuo Tutu said Yenahin bauxite reserves had received a lot of public discussions in the country. He said at first there was the allegation that the previous government had given the reserves to somebody, which matter was settled in court. Later, he said, the government put it on tender and some 39 companies put in bids. In the view of the Otumfuo, once the government had divided the vast bauxite deposits.
On behalf of His Royal Majesty, Otumfuo Tutu II, I want to welcome all of you to this final event which we are all witnessing today. And I'm pleased to inform you that I'm reading this statement on behalf of His Royal Majesty. I have always said that as a people, we need to jealously guard and protect our language. We exhibit our very lives and large part of our cultural values through our language. It has therefore always been my prerogative to ensure that the richness and uniqueness of our Twi, for that matter, Asante language, which identifies who we are, be kept alive and passed on in its full value from generation to generation. I also know the importance of strongly possessing knowledge and skills of the English language to be able to advance in today's connected world. I'm therefore happy that this maiden competition has taken place. And I can assure you that the 60 communities who were selected to participate in this maiden one were litmus test sites for the program. I envisage to extend this reading program to all the communities in Asanteman in the coming years. I hope that the stakeholders in the education sector will commit to ensuring that we consistently perform these programs to enable our young ones have mastery over their languages. I am proud of my 60 grandchildren who taught in their communities, and I especially want to commend the overall winner who comes out today. Let me end by saying, well done to you all, and remember to keep pushing yourselves in your studies for your own good and for that of Asante Mine.
And there, Dapona, Kese, say Asante Mine, Era, say, and I'm saying, woman, Ehuhianunti, or Mapine, Ama, Yamaba, any branches, ya kind, Eddie saying, the almost share a school. I'm here who say, the teacher also a year Ejumapa. No, the Asemu cannot say, a woman, and a sister of mine. O man penny and another down for Kufuado. A year say, Minya or Sherfua, Michelle, woman, so, that the Odiasem and son say, the moment they say, the young woman shall papa drew beer, the Kodru beer, or Piabe who say, one a woman shall, swa, which is the son of mine. Now, woman shall popping pa, and say, a baba and now a branch here, 80 making kind. When to me and can kind, the office will tell you be our Tiasia. And on and on a point this one overhead now. At the Ayesreno, geography, and now Bakosem, Emu, history. Now Apolana Pachibi, yeah, every dream. And so I no crowd banner for one or trouble paper so. Ebeba, now I'm passing. He said, Rafuno, and that's what it's only be. I can kind, on to me can kind. Engineer, what you call me, I have no, I idea, a yapa. A man saying, a man, a bank, an hour bank for a small can almost say, so call a man saying, we and Kala, Sabre, or Medu class 4. Or Hamu, a bupan at your Numian, Sa, Entimin can kind and city almost kind of say. No, and almost say, a woman's young here, and I will leave friends and learning poverty. So what grew class 4? Now, when to make kind, Siasia, only the moon I try and say, when to mean Coanim, Elsia there, and yet there, Emma Darcy, Umaya Rabba, and I catch Emma a ye. Or May Moon, and Fiat Chairmoon 2015, the Macasu for now for you for her. Say, and so I know, the Coba and say, Open Cloud had ye, movie a new pet and let making kind. And no cry up here, you know. We in Cloud, ha. We wouldn't be Namu a Drunuma, or Mutin kind at Siadena, or more kind of say. And the Uber Minister of Education, the near Bracy assistant, a friend the house assistant. You wouldn't see a woman share that you are more may assistant. Young Kalano, 18 can no Muntina, and woman home for Minister of Education and Yabrese. Yet the baby, Oko Crobia, so Crabia Sabi, Saukofa and Kala, or Medu class 1. As I say, more or happy and more your clone, it's making kind. Or me at your Numa, a moon at your 9 noon, also within kind.
And Madame Bobo Diame, never said you may be sale too for the Abano, send us the
Me pacho me di redu kwame redu de Otumfuo di abano ebeboa papa ne gutu boa eyie ewo Ghana ha ana Asante memu ha sabe meti makase sana ahemfu ni nyina ya gienu ha at least akwala oni bikula sese nana pagya no ebetimi na edi na wie ne school bia pese okọ na me ameka se mbaba akoka ho me ba ne redu no nipa 3 no me ba ne be ma na owo mu no me wo Accra ena ya to safre me a me de baaye no enti nana nti na me baaye me bebo adwumadie no enti nana yemane mo yemana yiko nana nkoso no moa Ghana man ya dana se bebre nyame hira nana ya dana se
Madam oba I made you as a winner here o me say na see ya as a father
me de ma ho dwiri ebi se obi a oni bie onyame nam nana so pagya kwala de sa no me dana se nyame hira nana bebre
yes that
yo
mama wadama ye mo akwaba obebu di ache no aka ba bia ote
ache from Halima Ejapoma Wasawase community
wadama obaka contestant in bia na
me ba choma ne
oh okay na obane friend say
Ubaraka Anomaisa Ave Maria RSHS.
Okay. Ejuma dey be say no say na osi hu say beboa.
O ebe motivating kola ni na say na obi enya award no ebe boost moral say obi etumenya they can also do it. To musua de mo. Aha ebe bo mo pa.
Europe so did juma dey be say ben sembe na be ka sure.
Na me shira Otumfuo of course for program bi o de abasa ebe bo ankola ni pa. Ya me shira no o ma na ho denen kwatenten. Don't to me organize stage programs to the member of Fran, a bay increase or my dishan, a brain, a very motivated or most there all the times or so. I'm being sure.
Me were Niza, I'm a comp. Madam Teresa, Madam Obakawana, me Bakaho, never friend saying, Emanuela. Oh, not you may be saying, no, send out who you may be saying. I have a pioneer womb, and my crossman Yahoka, none less time what to me, I be. Until the most machine in Yameso in Shamos one name. Europe, so did you make be say by say, I send another cashion. But I say, Europe, so did you make be say by and send another cashion. Because Yamin and why should it be an Yamin and them? 1 million Shiraquine, I don't know quite. Often no yes with him. Often feeling being canning feel. Oh, yes with him. Sikawa machine in a fair Yamayana, Yamin Shiramo. Oh, yes with him. I'm travel for us now almost next year for one. A being come also yes with him. Tinyamin come on. Yeah, that's a part. Okay, you need a funny be adding come on. You need the contestants to be any common with some say. Send a Muslim who you made no. I saw Muko through the challenge, you know, what were their challenges? What did they even go through? And you almost actually come on. I don't know, more car about body am I?
But you mean the Kwajo so say Tutu.
For you also say Tutu. Oh wow. We are contestant for which community?
Asafo community.
Asafo. Na say na Jumade be ban say na na hu see ya o. Na say na odi kan hu Jumade no so.
Oh Jumade dey fine pa say mpempin ni Jumade wo ho a ebe boa mmofra ma wayi wo ni so ade hu na na wado ma che dey pie. Ti Jumade dey aboa ye pan na asa aboa me so.
Why me na fasa aboa?
Oh first na me kan sisi Jumade ne ba ya me de me hu wura metimi kenkan na asa ma manya gide wo mu se bibia mpede me ye bia metima aye.
Into Osei Tutu. Una nasi Osei Tutu odi Jumade be say abai. Say dey nsem na be ka chen.
O meka chen say dana se pan enyo onu anka ene ye ni ase. Sisi a wonam kra obia wanya ebuo sunko bi di amaw. Esan say wa ba Otumfuo ade abedi nkonim tie dana se na. Yakopon koso ama no kwantenten no ma no. Eni gia ne ahofama ode be ye nyoma bi say ama ye mmofra na ye wo honum.
Hello, ne fra say.
Efem Osubuatin Ryan.
Okay, Osubuatin Ryan. What community be?
Ebuakwa community.
Ebuakwa. Okay, before say Jumade yi be say na osi hu no.
Oh, me when say eni gie very encouraging. To a mass students here nyakukudro e wo reading because me for instance say I like reading many I can we pa. I think say this program is extraordinary and like it's so overwhelming and I'm so happy, I'm so very elated. Yeah.
Okay. So with the happiness you are having right now, tell something to Otumfuo to the second for him being the facilitator of this project.
Yeah, I would like to say a very big thank you. God richly bless him, like prolong his life, and we are out of words. For me, I'm overwhelmed, and I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity up to this level. I couldn't even win to the final, but right now I have something, and I really thank him.
Any one of the 5 finalists that will compete for this competition ever did come on. Now she is the second runner-up. Hello, I'm Kwabene Frose.
Until Medini Shekya Kwabio Hime, I'm representing Edum community.
Wow. How was the competition?
The competition was tough. Nyamia Buamia meditate and Nyamia say, Emo Mendi first to the Basto Meniaji.
It is 7 of a 2-4.
Pacho make a show Otumfuo say to the second say Yamin Shon Yamin Sunin Kwanem Nami Emani Nyam Kwatin Medana Sapa.
And I said that Jumade is Susana who said Jumade never one more afraid.
Pacho me who say ever one mofra ama yenia koye books so I can kind and then bring mofra be brain pack and kaba minim say Jumade way on mother share sono ebe ma mofrenya that passion ama can kind.
That's a part.
Pacho me so me das.
Your friend Philip or him Ibani Insura Ekia Kabi on him.
Now who saw by a detail send us here as a father.
Manager Namu send Uncle Ponsona aye. He said, "Nkoranom dosu yi Nkolano out of 7,000 plus from community level to knockout stage, quarter final, semi-final, and the last 5 for finals. And then Yankopon say na tom. In fact, I go Sankoji first. I go Sankoji first. But I'm baby aye. Et odi third no. Me nyame ase. Me show nyame no nam for that.
I dare something about catching hero 2-4 say to the second.
As soon as I can say if nyame show up no. Nyame show ye nana. Otumfuo something or say to the second. Say Yankopon man sa wisdom no. Say offer M1 in nananom. So na be ya asante kasa because yam penny for no cramp on asante kasa no. Don't know say can say free China na aba. Hong Kong. You will put asante kasa na Otumfuo something in a boy. Remember Ashanti and Asante Enyura. You can call it near Dachi. And it's Asante language, it's Enyura. There's Ashanti no. And your idea of future.
Okay, then another finalist and so ever to come on. And whatever my more probable body I may.
Pachoya friend Michelle Bafo Akusi. Me free state experimental basic 2-day chess and I'm representing at Otumfuo Community.
Okay. You were the third runner-up, which means that you were the fourth person.
Yes.
How was it?
Oh, let me free fear money. Then I'm a bomb pie said in Yango Pompe and then your honor. And I said the idea one and no, then you're accommodating to the Yami. I am a fair. Coming up to this point, crown is a privilege. And yes, oh, mammy, no, which I see no meaning I can change on my doom be an answer so. And then Yango Pompe so now, into the now I am compare so many items.
Today I said I will catch a hero of him so say to the second.
Yeah, Otumfuo say to the second. When Yankopon ensure on my own quatenting, when you free a doom, no more he ended in Oriasia Fanena, Yankopon Mount Quatentia, amen.
And last one night, maybe baby son say, send a Jimmy Bessia what more contest and I say, all the youth.
Oh, Jumadian to me, no. I'm improving on my reading skills. So first, I'm reading to say my church, I'm says, or reading ya, be and like passion is so bit so kind. It's about one or crime a brace. I'm doing this house and I'm in Fafon, so I'm it's my show beyond crying, say, be Biano, or ya find the Unina, Shemlin Uncle Pong, and Beton to Pat Eguso. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wow, that was such an educative program. Of course, so our Mention Palace, the seat of the Ashanti Kingdom. I Fiakobi Park. I say, now who said that you made a years ago, so the reading challenge. I any English. So I'm funny Esipo or Muhammad Day. I'm funny be express say, happiness to the program. Everybody I did. Touch media be say, I buy it. No more that Otumfuo say to the second as a pa. So to me, initiative media be say. Now I best choice because I have Pack TV for more educative videos, more interesting videos, and more exciting videos. We don't Alamanka, because I have Pack TV. You're the number for Eberbro.
We are the pride of Africa. We give you all that you need. Pack TV, Abama Wadisha. I'm running a kick home. El Futu Samni and Nijike. Yabama Wagna Mamma Disu. And we are one people with one voice, with one history. Pack TV, Abama Wadisha. And Bakasia Bonnie, Amamira. Pack TV, Abama Wadisha.
Pack TV, the pride of Africa.